Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Australia Day. Thank you. Good afternoon, and again, happy Australia Day. My name's Barry Whitehead, and it's my great pleasure to be your MC for today's proceedings. I welcome everyone to this Latrobe City Australia Day Awards ceremony, which not only do we have guests in Kernot Hall, who are all beautifully separated under health regulations for COVID. We're also joined by an online audience today. The proceedings are being telecast all around the world, and there may be hundreds of thousands of people joining in with us today, so welcome to you as well. I'd like to acknowledge that we are meeting here today on the traditional land of the Barrakalong people of the Gunai-Kurnai Nation and pay my respects to their elders past and present. I'd also like to acknowledge any other elders present with us today. Also with us today, the Honourable Darren Chester MP, Federal Member for Gippsland, Melina Barth, the Member for Eastern Victoria, Russell North, the Member for Morwell, Councillor Sharon Gibson, Latrobe City Mayor, Councillor Darren Howe, Deputy Mayor, Councillor Melissa Ferguson, Councillor Brad Law, Councillor Graham Middlemiss, Councillor Kelly O'Callaghan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and children, again, welcome. Today we have apologies from Councillor Dale Harriman, Councillor Dan Clancy, and Councillor Tracy Lund, and the CEO of Latrobe City, Mr Steve Piacenti. They're not able to be with us today, but we're sure that they'll be watching online. We come together today to reflect, respect, and celebrate. To reflect on the challenges of the past year, to respect the sacrifices and contributions of those who responded in the time of need, and to celebrate being together and being Australian. This past year we have faced immense challenges: drought, bushfire, and COVID-19, which has affected everyone in our community in some way. This is a time for us to respect and thank the first responders and frontline workers who work through fire and the pandemic to protect life and property and to support our community. To reflect on our resilience, our spirit of helping, giving and supporting that defines us as Australians, a proud multicultural nation built on shared values. To reflect and respect our nation's past, a history which began more than 65,000 years ago with the first Australians, the world's oldest living culture. It is also a day on which we reflect, respect, and celebrate the great contributions from members of the community through our Australia Day Awards program, because we are all part of the story of Australia. Before I ask the Mayor, Councillor Sharon Gibson, to the stage, she has asked that we take a moment to watch the wonderful new music video, My Valley, My Home, released during Social Inclusion Week. And it's featuring a new song written by multi-award-winning conductor of Choir of Hard Knocks and founding artistic director of Play It Forward Limited, Dr. Jonathan Welch, AM, who is also the proud musical director of the Latrobe Valley Community Choir. The song was brought to life with the input and support of many local businesses, organisations and community members. Latrobe Health Assembly, Latrobe Valley Community Choir, Morwell Central Primary School, Coability, Latrobe Regional Hospital, Traralgon Fire Brigade, Lifeline Gippsland, Victoria Police and many more. And it is dedicated to the people of the Latrobe Valley. When you watch it, you will understand the relevance of the presentation to Latrobe City. Ladies and gentlemen, My Valley, My Home. My heart lies in this valley, my home. A magnificent tribute to the Latrobe Valley, and our thanks and congratulations to everybody involved with that production. I'm sure you'll agree with me, it is uplifting. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my very great pleasure to invite to the stage with her Australia Day address, the Mayor of Latrobe City, Councillor Sharon Gibson. Please make her welcome.
And I hope you enjoyed the song that was written just for us. Good afternoon and happy Australia Day. I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners upon the land that we are meeting here today, the Kernot people, and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. And if there's any elders here present today, I'd like to also acknowledge you. I would also like to welcome distinguished guests. We have Darren Chester, our federal member for Gippsland, Russell North, member for Morwell, Melina Bath, member for Eastern Victoria, my fellow councillors, Deputy Mayor Darren Howe, Councillor Carolee O'Callaghan, Councillor Melissa Ferguson, you get that, Councillor Graham Middlemiss and Councillor Brad Law. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Australia Day 2021 is being touted as the perfect time to reflect, respect and celebrate. Just as we reflect on the present on Australia Day, we also reflect on our nation's past, which began more than 65,000 years ago, and the impact of European settlement on the First Nations Australia. Our National Day is a time for inclusion and respect. It enables us to gain a greater understanding of Australians, first Australians, their culture and heritage as we work towards reconciliation. For those Indigenous Australians here today, and across Latrobe City, we acknowledge that this ceremony is taking place on the traditional land of the Bracklang people of the Kernot clan. I would like to share with you the importance and the symbolism of the acknowledgement of country. Just as we teach our children etiquette, to be polite and thank a host for having them at a birthday party, it is also important for our children to understand how important Indigenous Australians are in this country. It is one of many steps in educating our children about the connection the first Australians and their descendants have to this land. It also provides an opportunity for us to reflect and respect. It is not the only learning that we can take from the First Nations people. As custodians of the land, we can learn from their knowledge, how they utilise fire in a healthy way to manage the land and protect our native wildlife from threat. The use of natural therapies using hundreds of Australian natural plants for their medicinal healing powers, many of which we use today, including white willow bark, tea tree and eucalyptus oil, all of which I have at home and regularly use. Growing up, I became friends with one of the local Indigenous families. Through my friendship with their son, I learnt the true meaning of hospitality and what it meant to help others, helping friends in their time of need. To this day, I still see him around our community and take comfort in knowing if I ever needed, he would be there for me to call on. We can learn so much by coming together, learning and growing with one another and acknowledging our history and our cultural diversity together. This time last year, the term coronavirus meant little to many. 12 months on, coronavirus has dominated discussions across the country after causing disruption on a scale not seen by this current generation, and hopefully not again. 2020 was certainly a year to remember and to reflect upon. With that in mind, I wish to reflect on how in times of need we consider who we are and where we come from by turning to the inspirational song. The My Valley, My Home virtual choir project created a song and music video that celebrated what it means to be a resident of Latrobe City and why we are so proud. 125 singers from across Latrobe City took part in online singing workshops that culminated in the recording of the My Valley, My Home song. The song calls on the community to unite, love and be proud of our Latrobe City. The project was a partnership between Latrobe Health Assembly, Latrobe Valley Community Choir and arts organisation Play It Forward. The song was written by Dr. Jonathan Welsh, AM, who founded the award-winning choir of Hard Knocks in 2006 and was performed by a virtual community choir. Dr. Welsh has been working with the choir since it began. He was so touched by the valley during the mine fire that he wanted to show his love and appreciation for the valley by writing this gift to us. What a remarkable celebration of our community and home it is. This time of celebration is particularly relevant today as we acknowledge those who reside within Latrobe City and have officially become Australian citizens here today. We congratulate you on taking this significant step and look forward to your ongoing contributions to Latrobe City and broader Australia. We are so proud of you, as you no doubt are of Latrobe City. Happy Australia Day, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mayor, for your very meaningful Australia Day address. And I should take this opportunity just to remind folks here this afternoon that we held a magnificent citizenship ceremony here in the hall this morning, in which we welcomed 8 new Australian citizens into our community. It's now a great honour to introduce to you the member for Gippsland, the Honourable Darren Chester. Darren has been generous with his time for many years now in Latrobe City on Australia Day, and it's always a great pleasure to welcome him back. Darren Chester.
Well, thank you very much, Barry. And before I start, can I recognise Barry and his great work as MC for many years here at the Australia Day Awards, and thank you for your work on behalf of the community. And it came to my attention that there was actually a dress rehearsal here yesterday for today's ceremony to make sure everything went well. And Barry did that introduction and was called on to give my speech. And Barry, can you recall what you said?
Waffle, 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 waffle.
He's an honest man. Thank you, Barry. What he said, just for the sake of the cameras, was waffle, 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 waffle. So I hope I live up to your expectations, Barry, your very low expectations. So, can I also recognise the traditional owners on the land we gather on today? I recognise their elders, both past and present. And in that same vein, can I recognise to some of our older residents in the audience today who have helped shape the Latrobe Valley throughout their lifetime, and thank you for your work on behalf of our community. We greatly appreciate it. Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. When the Prime Minister came to the Cabinet room just before Christmas and told us he was thinking about changing the Australian National Anthem to "For we are one and free" rather than "We are young and free," it was unexpected amongst myself and my colleagues. And I wouldn't normally comment on what occurs in a Cabinet meeting, but it's only going live stream around the world, so no one's going to notice it. He came to me as he went around the room and asked us all for our opinions, and I hadn't given it a great deal of consideration until that time, but it instantly made sense to me because we're not young. We are not a young nation. We are the oldest living culture from the traditional owners who are here for 65,000 years, as you've heard today. So we're certainly not young. But the word one serves to unite us as a country that's been brought together from many different cultures. But I also thought it was right, given the experiences of the past 12 months in particular. Barry touched on it in his comments, and so did the Mayor, Sharon Gibson. We have been through enormous challenges in our region. Here in Latrobe Valley, obviously, we've been through bushfires before, but the rest of our region went through bushfires last summer. Recovering from the drought, and then COVID-19 hit us this time last year. And the reason we're here today, the reason we are able to gather in such large numbers here in Latrobe Valley, is because we work together as one. We have done a remarkable job as a region, as a state, as a nation, to keep people healthy and safe in these very challenging times. So we are one and free, and we need to keep working together to overcome the challenges that lie ahead. Because on a day like today, we have to acknowledge there'll be more challenges. There'll be more difficulties in this year ahead, and we need to be able to work together as a region, as a community, to overcome them. So for me, on Australia Day, particularly this year, it's a chance to give thanks. It's a chance to give thanks to those people at the front line in the pandemic, to our nurses, our doctors, the health workers who are there every day, testing, caring for people who are sick. It's a chance to give thanks to the truck drivers who kept supplying food right around the country, the farmers who grew the food, the truck drivers who got it to us. When we were in lockdown, they were still working. The people who worked in retail, the police, the AMBOs, the firefighters from last summer, the Australian Defence Force personnel. We have so much to be thankful for as a nation. Doesn't mean we're always going to agree with each other, but we've got to learn to disagree more respectfully. And I think that whole point of reflect on the great things, reflect on where we've been, respect the differences. There are so many differences, but that's okay. That's what being free is all about. And then to celebrate what we can agree on and celebrate our great achievements. So there will be more challenges, there'll be more issues in the next chapter of this great Australian story, and we get to write it together. We get to write it together as a community. I guess the story of Australia is a bit like the story about painting the Sydney Harbour Bridge. They finish it once and they start all over again. The story of Australia is a never-ending story. We're all adding our own chapters to it as we live our lives. Here in Latrobe Valley, it's an amazing tapestry as we've weaved together all these different cultures over decades to create the great Latrobe Valley we get to live in and work in today. So we will have our differences, but we need to make sure we work constructively to overcome them. So this afternoon, though, I think is also an opportunity to recognise great achievement. There'll be people who receive awards today, groups that receive awards today, that don't go seeking recognition, but they deserve that recognition. So it's terrific that so many groups and so many individuals will be recognised for their contribution to our community throughout the past 12 months. So I encourage you all to keep working hard, to keep showing that great resilience, to keep working with each other to overcome any challenges that come our way, and as we keep committing ourselves to building an even better Latrobe Valley, an even better Gippsland, an even better Victoria, and even better Australia. Happy Australia Day.
Thank you very much, Darren, for your wise words as always, and I take it back, there was not 1 ounce of waffle. And now, folks, it's time to move to the next section of our program, the Latrobe City Australia Day Awards. The Australia Day Awards in Latrobe City are part of a national family of awards. The National Australia Day Council provides all local councils with Australia Day Awards certificates to present to the award winners. Whilst the awards recognise outstanding personal achievement, they also celebrate the remarkable contributions individuals are making to their community. Those who have been recognised today come from all walks of life and have been achieved in a wide range of fields: the arts, science, community service, the environment, sport, and collectively the recipients of these awards reflect the kinds of values that we as Australians represent. There were many nominations received in the categories of citizen, young citizen, and Community Event of the Year, Community Service of the Year, and for the first time, we will also be including our Senior Citizen of the Year. Today, Latrobe City will be presenting 31 Latrobe City Australia Day Recognition Awards, consisting of 7 in the Community Service of the Year, 4 in the Community Event category, 6 in the Young Citizen category, 7 in the Senior Citizen category, and 7 in the Adult Citizen category. And then we'll be presenting the main awards for Community Service of the Year, Community Event of the Year, Young Citizen of the Year, Senior Citizen of the Year, and Citizen of the Year. I'd like at this point to invite the Deputy Mayor, Councillor Darren Howe, to the stage to assist our Mayor, Councillor Sharon Gibson, with the awards presentation. Please welcome Darren to the stage. Now folks, due to the number of recognition awards, we have a slightly modified process today, giving due recognition to these people, of course. And also you will note, if you've been at previous awards functions, we are operating under recommendations from the health officials to be compliant with COVID-safe procedures. Therefore, I'll be inviting each of the recognition recipients to the stage. As your name is called, please come onto the stage, and we're engaging in a no-contact sport this afternoon. So you will be pointed towards your award, and I'll be reading out a brief summary of the key points associated with that award. Because we have so many in each section, could I ask for the audience to please hold your applause until I prompt you at the end of each section. Thank you very much. So, the first category that we're presenting recognition awards in is the Community Service category, and the first recipient is Philip Kenter. Phil is to be recognised for his extensive service to the community as Captain of the Newborough Fire Brigade for the last 14 years. He's a role model, always willing to go the extra mile, attending major local fires, travelling interstate when needed. Starting as a junior member, he has never faltered in his commitment, and he's always giving 100% to the brigade. Our next recognition award is to the Maltese Community Centre, Latrobe Valley Incorporated, the Latrobe Valley Maltese Museum, and accepting the award today is Joe Tanti. The Maltese Community Centre, Latrobe Valley Incorporated, is being recognised for their commitment to the community with the creation of the Latrobe Valley Maltese Museum. Australia's first Maltese museum opened in 21 February 2020. And the museum houses, among other things, miniature replicas of historical buildings, artefacts, memorabilia, traditional costumes, model knights, and Order of the Knights of St John's symbols, along with the Lutsu, a Maltese fishing boat, and a Maltese bus. Our next recognition award is presented to Margaret Mooney. Margaret is being recognised for her service to the community as a tireless volunteer for the elderly community of Yallambee Village and Marjorie Cole Aged Care Traralgon. She raises funds to provide equipment for the residents, serves on the advisory committee for Yallambee Village, and is a lifeline for many lonely and isolated seniors who welcome and appreciate her support and care. Our next recognition award is presented to Morwell Cricket Club, 140 years serving our community. Accepting the award today is Mark Smith, President of the Morwell Cricket Club. The Morwell Cricket Club was formed on October 10, 1879, and is the oldest club of any sort in the Latrobe City. It celebrated with its 140th birthday with a reunion, and it has an online database with 2,006 participants on record, with records from more than 4,000 games played, each run scored, wicket taken, opponent played, overs bowled, catches taken and awards received. Our next recognition award is to Neighbourhood Watch Latrobe Incorporated, and accepting the award today is Cindy Shanahan. Neighbourhood Watch Latrobe Incorporated is being recognised for their service to our community through programs such as Sausage with a Cop, Morwell Primary School Artwork Project, installation of CCTV cameras, community safe lock nuts days and traffic managements at events. Our next recognition award is presented to Ruth Tickner. Ruth is being recognised for her community service in her community as a strong and tireless supporter of the Morwell RSL, selling badges, poppies, raffle tickets and Mr. Jackpot tickets at Monday and Tuesday's bingo. She started the RSL Craft Fair, ran the Morwell RSL Library for 12 years, and she's committed to helping others through her work at the Morwell RSL. And the final recognition award in this category is presented to Deborah Wilson. Debbie is being recognised for her service to the community with the City of Traralgon Band. She has been president since 2018 and during that time has introduced many worthwhile initiatives, including a fantastic children's musical learning program, and she's creating a wonderful legacy to leave the band and the wider community. That concludes our recognition awards in the community service category. Ladies and gentlemen, would you join with me and congratulate all recipients in the category? We now move to the Event of the Year category. And can I congratulate the first category for being so efficient in the way that was dealt with. Second group, the pressure is on you. Our first recognition award in the Event of the Year category is the 2020 Ballara Folk Festival. And I call upon to accept this award Rick Taishanet. The Ballara Folk Festival event was held in February-March 2020 and is being recognised as a significant community event. The 19th Ballara Folk Festival attracted more than 10,000 people. The event encompasses local music, crafts, good food and great company and is implemented by a dedicated team of volunteers. Our next recognition award is for the inaugural Latrobe Youth Film Festival Red Carpet event, and to accept this award is Mrs. Kylie Dubrich McLaughlin. The inaugural Latrobe Youth Film Festival Red Carpet event was held in December 2019 and is being recognised as a significant community event. This event instilled a sense of pride and confidence in the young people involved, breached barriers of disadvantage and provided young people a genuine avenue of creative expression and empowerment. The next recognition award is to the inaugural Traralgon Community Christmas Parade, Market and Grotto. And to accept the award this afternoon is Ray Mackay, Chairman of the committee. The inaugural Traralgon Community Christmas Parade, Market and Grotto was held on the 24th of November 2019 and saw 4,500 attendees. It was in collaboration with Traralgon Lions, Traralgon Apex, Traralgon Community Development Association, Friends of Traralgon Courthouse and the Traralgon Central and Rotary Club of Traralgon. Our next recognition award is for the Latrobe Valley Maltese Festa, and to accept the award is Thomas Libreri. The biannual Maltese Festival, held 21 to 22 March 2020, is being recognised as a significant community event held over 3 days, including the official opening of the Maltese Museum, the Maltese Festa at Kernot Hall, women's soccer at the Pegasus Soccer Club, and the volunteers thank you at Maltese Community Centre and Museum Open Day. And that's the final category in the event of the year. Could I ask you to please congratulate and thank all of the recipients. We now move to recognition awards in the category of Young Citizen of the Year. And the first recipient is Erin Bryan. Erin is being recognised today for being a young achiever as a member of La Trobe Youth Space. Erin is passionate about addressing gaps in terms of mental health, self-belief and future aspirations, and she's seeking to help young people navigate their way through politics. Erin created a Politics 101 series. Our next recipient is Danny France. Danny is being recognised today for being a young achiever. She came to La Trobe Youth Space as a trainee administration officer with a passion for youth work. She ran the Young Parents Group, Rainbow Club, a drawing program, a styling program, and the Youth News program. She's an emerging leader using skills to represent and inspire others. And our next category in the youth category, next recipient in the youth category is Catherine Webb. Catherine is being recognised today for being a young achiever. Her enthusiasm is for empowering youth and advocating for a safe and inclusive space where everyone's voice can be heard and is outstanding. She's a member of La Trobe Youth Space and she strives to diminish...
My pronouns are they and them, not she and her. If you could put that on there.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. To diminish stereotypes and discrimination and is an excellent role model for others. Our next recipient in the category is Fiona Sorensen. Fiona is being recognised today for being a young achiever, a member of the La Trobe Youth Space, devoted single parent, and runs her own cleaning business. She recently discovered her Aboriginal heritage, and her program Fiona and Dino's Cultural Adventures takes her son on a journey of learning through art and games and inspires others. The next recipient of a recognition today is Megan Cannon. Megan is being recognised today for being a young achiever. She was a participant in the La Trobe Youth Film Festival in 2019. Here she displayed great leadership qualities and she's a strong member in the Movie and Drama Club and an advocate for all young people. Our community is in very safe hands with young leaders like Megan. Chelsea Mays is the next recipient of a recognition award. Unfortunately, Chelsea is unable to attend today, but she would like to thank La Trobe City for this award. And she's also being recognised for being a young achiever. Leading a team of 5 Lavala College students, she created a Facebook page to sell keychains that they had made. She also made beeswax candles, it's getting late in the day, folks, for sale in the Lifeline Traralgon op shop. When many were struggling with COVID-19, Chelsea chose to support a local organisation supporting others. That concludes all of the recognition awards in the Young Citizen of the Award. Would you please join with me in congratulating each of them? The next category is in Senior Citizen of the Year, and the first recognition certificate is presented to Faye Baldwin. Faye is being recognised for commitment to our community with over 50 years as Secretary for the Traralgon Ambulance. She's involved in fundraising activities and she spoils the ambos with cooked goodies. She sells RSL poppies and Anzac badges. She's been a member of the City of Traralgon Band for over 30 years and she regularly walks with the Heart Walking Group. She still knits and sews for her great-grandkids. The next recipient is William Bill Carmichael. Bill is being recognised for his commitment to our community as a long-time member of the Lions Club of Maui. He's instrumental in constructing the garden beds in Moore Lane and the Lions Park playground, and he builds aids for older people, constructs garden beds at their homes and helps with cleanups. He's carried out major refurbishment works at Old Gippstown Heritage Park. The next recipient is Kathleen Hunter. Kath is being recognised for the years of service to her community. 63 years service to the Morwell and District Red Cross, 30 years to St Vincent de Paul Society, 34 years to Morwell Golf Club, 12 years to Maryvale Probus Club, and was presented with the Red Cross Outstanding Service Award in 2015. The next recipient is John Lawson, and he's being recognised today for his service to our community. He's been instrumental in the establishment of the Railway Reservoir Conservation Reserve in Traralgon. He's a member of the Latrobe Valley University of the Third Age and has been for many years. And as a chemist, he served on the Asbestos Task Force as a scientific advisor in legal aspects connected and with asbestos disease-related claims. A recognition certificate is presented today to Sandra McGowan for her service to the community. She's been a resident of Traralgon since 1964, and she's always giving her time to individuals, clubs, organisations and the community, such as Clean Up Australia Day since 1989, Latrobe Information and Support Centre as a Morwell volunteer, and a Meals on Wheels volunteer for 35 years, and she's still working in the community. Our next recognition award goes to May Sennett for her service to the community. She's given over 55 years of service to over 16 different organisations, and she's currently still a member on 5 committees. At 80 years of age, she still works part-time from home. She's a mentor to the young, providing support, guidance and life education, and during COVID-19, embraced online communication. And our final recognition certificate in this category is presented to Ruth van der Zalm, and she's being recognised for her service to our community. She focuses on giving back to the community and has for over 60 years. She's been playing the organ at Sacred Heart Church Morwell for 23 years, then the Church of England Morwell for 25 more. She's raised 4 children and managed the family concreting business, and she's recognised for her tireless work. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate those recipients of recognition awards. And the next category in which we are presenting recognition awards is the Citizen of the Year category. And our first recipient is Roy Arnold. Roy is being recognised today for his service to the community through his work with the Royal Exchange Hotel Cork Club. He's their longest serving volunteer with over 27 years of dedication, including the annual Good Friday Community Fun Day, the REH Cork Club Craft Market and CFA Traffic Light Collection, and he's the backbone of the club. Our next recognition award is presented to Kevin Code. He's been recognised for his service as part of the Maui Tidy Towns program, Maui Glow and Maui Railway Station Beautification program. He's also involved with Newborough Art Display and the Arts Cooperative, and the Elizabeth Street Beautification program and Life Skills annual theatrical show. He's also involved with Old Gippstown and the Newborough Men's Shed. A recognition certificate is being presented today to Alan McAuliffe. Alan has been president of the Glengarry Mechanics Hall Committee for many years, running hall committee and hall restoration projects, recruiting and managing community volunteers, undertaking grant applications and acquittals, and he's always one of the first to put up his hand to volunteer and help. And we're also presenting a recognition certificate to Sharon McAuliffe. Sharon's being recognised for her service 10 years with the Glengarry Community Association, much of this time as president. She's assisted in the development of the Glengarry Community Plan. She has great issue resolution skills. She's a very good community event organiser, and she runs the community Facebook page. And she was responsible for installing the iconic red Christmas bows down the Avenue of Honour. Our next award goes to Brittany Noonan. Brittany is a member of La Trobe Youth Space, and through COVID, Brittany faced her fears around technology and public speaking, working on Youth Space's online content, running a DIY program, craft program, and the fandom program. She's a Rainbow Club member, a mentor, a leader, someone who gives a voice to the young LGBTIQA+ people in our community. And a recognition certificate is presented to Lauren Schmidt. Unfortunately, Lauren is unable to attend today, but she would like to thank La Trobe City for this award. Lauren has an amazing ability to bring different groups together to work cohesively toward common goals. She founded the Glengarry Events Group, introduced the Sessional Markets program, and worked like a trooper through her pregnancy. Lauren is very community focused. Our next recognition award is to Joy Waltham. Joy has given a lifelong commitment to her town. She understands the importance of volunteerism and relationship building, and she holds positions on multiple local committees. She brings warmth and laughter everywhere she goes and is adaptable to change and a whole community mindset. That concludes the recognition awards in the Citizen of the Year category. Would you please congratulate all of those recipients? Pardon me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the major Australia Day Awards for Community Service of the Year, Community Event of the Year, Young Citizen of the Year, Senior of the Year, and Citizen of the Year. So we move to the first award, and I invite the Mayor to announce the winner of the Community Service of the Year.
And it gives me sincerely great pleasure to announce the winner of La Trobe City 2021 Australia Day Community Service of the Year award to Edith McGill.
Edith, at the age of 102, is being recognised for her work as a volunteer for the Morwell RSL Auxiliary for over 38 years, selling badges for Anzac Day and Remembrance Day and raffle tickets on Tuesday nights at bingo and Friday nights. Edith has also been involved with other fundraising over her many years. She's knitted squares for the Walhalla Goldfields Railway, hundreds of poppies, blankets for rescue animals, and jackets for penguins and lambs. For many years, Edith was a member of Uncle Bob's Club, collecting and counting money raised for the Good Friday Appeal. She also volunteers at a sheltered workshop and at the Salvation Army Shed and for Legacy. Edith, congratulations on your award, and we invite you to say a few words.
I'm not much good at giving speeches, but this is one that I felt I should. Thank you to those who nominated and chose me for this award. I feel very honoured and proud. I have always enjoyed my work with the charities and have supported over the years and many friends I have made, and I am still knitting for the animal welfare. So,
Well done. Well done, Edith. Congratulations. And we look forward to many, many more years of your community service. And I'm sure you'll understand a pause in proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you watching online, time to go out and grab a quick, cool drink. You haven't got time to boil the kettle, as we very shortly will move to the next major award in the Australia Day Latrobe City Australia Day Awards. Well done, Bear. And now we move to the category of Event of the Year, and I invite the Mayor to announce the winner in this category.
Okay, and thank you for for letting me do that. It gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of Latrobe City 2021 Australia Day Events of the Year, and the winner is 2020 Latrobe Motorfest, and Nathan Cook is coming to pick that up, I hope.
The Latrobe Motorfest created an exciting free event for all of Gippsland and the greater community. The event was held at Mid-Valley Shopping Centre in Morwell and drew a crowd of more than 10,000 people, which was exciting for the public and bolstered the revenue of businesses inside the shopping centre. The event offered several attractions, including 2 types of motorcycle road racing, a food truck carnival, live band, children's ride and entertainment, a kids barbecue competition, a car and motorbike show and shine, and a trade area for local businesses. The Motorfest aimed to bring an event to Latrobe City that catered for everyone in the community, and by being free, it was ensured that nobody missed out.
Sorry, it's not Nathan, it's Shannon.
Shannon Hamden, you're the president of...
I am, yes.
Thanks, Shannon, if you'd like to say a few words.
All right, yeah, thank you. Just on behalf of Gippsland Motorcycle Club, we're extremely proud of the event and excited to receive this award. Thanks to Mid-Valley and Hartwell in collaboration, we got the event off the ground, and thanks to our members for all the heavy lifting. We look forward to bringing the event back in 2022. Thank you.
Now, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite to the stage our 2020 Young Citizen of the Year, Lincoln Ingravel, to assist with the presentation of the Australia Day Young Citizen of the Year for this year. Please welcome Lincoln. And I invite the Mayor to announce the winner of the Young Citizen of the Year.
Sorry. It gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of Latrobe City 2021 Australia Day Young Citizen of the... It's a long day. Young Citizen of the Year. And the award goes to Ben Grumley.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ben is unable to be with us today, so his mother Susie has kindly stepped in and is going to accept the award on his behalf. Ben is a young man who has worked hard to achieve amazing results in his sport of choice, tennis. He's a role model to other young competitors who aspire to achieve in their sports. In recognition of his commitment, Ben has secured a scholarship with William Woods University to play college tennis in the United States. He will now make Missouri his home for the next 4 years and will also undertake a major in exercise science while continuing with his tennis commitments. He's been part of the strong junior tennis program at the Traralgon Tennis Centre, and his work ethic on the court and willingness to work as part of a team has inspired others to aim high and to achieve. Ben's strengths have been his dedication to his studies and willingness to put in hard work on the court. Ben makes himself available to assist in any way he can at the Traralgon Tennis Association through assisting with coaching and volunteering at major events throughout the year, and also representing the club at community events. He is the first to train and help any of the younger up-and-coming juniors. He is a great role model for the sport of tennis. Although Ben could not be here in person today, before he left, the Mayor was able to catch up with him, and we have a short video of that catch-up.
It's really awesome just to be nominated, I guess. There's a lot of people that do a lot of good in our community, and just to be recognised for what I've been doing at the club and also the guys that have helped me get where I am. It's a privilege for myself, and I look forward to what I can do in the future. It's just been a lot of hard work from the people at the club and my coach especially, and my mum, Susie, who's helped me travel wherever I needed to go, whether it's interstate or whether it's regional Victoria. My coach has just provided a ton of support and all his wisdom. It's been awesome from their point, and I guess it's also a bit of hard work for myself, being able to maintain a mentality to keep playing at a high level, which I'm super proud of, and to be able to get the opportunity to sign to a college earlier this year and head over in January. I'm super proud of myself, but also really thankful for all the people that have supported me. I think it'll be a bit emotional for Mum. She's seen me growing up. We've been sort of best mates for my whole life, 19 years now, so she'll be emotional, but hopefully she can do her best to keep it together and accept the award on behalf of me.
And Mum, I now invite you to say a few words, if you'd like to, on behalf of Ben. And am I right in saying that's the first time you've seen that? And did you get a bit emotional? No. We'll report back accordingly to Ben. But please, we'd like you to say a few words on his behalf.
Oh wow, that's put me on the spot. Thank you. I'd just like to thank Latrobe City, obviously, for this wonderful opportunity to acknowledge all these wonderful people in our community. It's amazing, and to have somebody here that's 101 that's, dedicated all her life to our community is just fantastic. And thank you for giving, all our wonderful people in our community the chance to be acknowledged. And thank you for acknowledging Ben. Obviously he's my son, but he is my best little friend, and I'm missing him a lot not being at home, but he's living his dream, and I think that's wonderful for all the young people in our community to aspire to. So thank you.
Good on you, Susie. Well done. Thank you, Susie. And as I continue to say, our future is in good hands with fine young people like Ben Grumbly and Lincoln Ingravel. We thank you for assisting with us today, and we'd like to present you with a small gift to say thank you. Well done, Lincoln. Thank you. Now, folks, unfortunately, COVID did not allow for the 2020 presentation of the Senior of the Year Award to go ahead. So we would like to invite our 2019 Senior of the Year co-winners, Del Matthews and Marika Gax, to the stage to assist with the presentation of the 2021 Australia Day Senior of the Year. Please welcome Del and Marika. And I now invite the Mayor to announce the winner of the Senior of the Year.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of Latrobe City 2021 Australia Day Senior of the Year. And the winner is Mario Aloysius Samet, OAM.
Mario Samet has been involved in voluntary work since coming to Morwell with his family in 1985. Since then, his involvement in the Maltese community, the Morwell Shire Council, Latrobe City Council and the wider community, both in the Latrobe Valley and Melbourne, has been getting stronger. His exceptional leadership skills and ability to gain others' support for his ideas has resulted in numerous projects, the latest being the opening of the first and only Maltese museum in Australia. He's also a passionate radio presenter on community radio, locally on Gippsland FM since 1986, and also on 3ZZZ, the largest ethnic community radio station in Australia, in Brunswick in Melbourne, and he's been doing that since 1989. He's currently broadcasting the Maltese Show and 2 breakfast shows in English on 3GCR Weekly and 1 Maltese show on 3ZZZ, and he travels to Melbourne for that on Saturday. Mario is a supporter of multiculturalism and has been involved in organisations both locally and nationally supporting and promoting the importance of people living in harmony. Congratulations, Mario. And please, I invite you to say a few words.
Thank you. First of all, thank you to Latrobe City for this award. I'm truly humbled at receiving this award because as one gets older, or you have to say senior nowadays, it is genuinely nice to be recognized for the years one dedicates volunteering. I am incredibly grateful to have had the opportunity to volunteer my time in enhancing the well-being of the whole community. I am sure that there are many more volunteers who might be more worthy to receive this award, and I would like to acknowledge them and thank them. I would like to thank all the other volunteers that believed in what I wanted to achieve and offered their time volunteering to help me. Special thanks also goes to my daughter Anita, who I suspect had something to do with this, or she was bold enough to nominate me for this award. This award I would like also to share with my wife Viv, who should be recognized for endless hours she spent volunteering, looking after our kids during those endless hours when I was absent from home, attending meetings and volunteering. And to all the new migrants to Australia, the best advice I can give them is this: the quickest way to assimilate with the wider community is through volunteering. Thank you.
Good on you, Mario. Well done. Good on you, Mario. Well done. And thank you also, thank you. And thank you also to Del and Marika for your assistance today and for being our 2019 Seniors of the Year. And you've already been presented with your little gift of recognition. Thank you very much. Please thank them, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's a great delight to invite to the stage the 2020 Citizen of the Year, Terry Hunter. Please make him welcome. Welcome, Terry, and before we present this year's Citizen of the Year award, I invite you to say a few words.
Mayor Gibson, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I'd like to congratulate our new Australian citizens and may you all enjoy all that the wonderful country has to offer as you are now officially Aussies. Go. What a humbling experience it was to receive this award last year. One I certainly didn't expect, but was really thrilled to receive. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, I couldn't get to participate in events throughout 2020, and each time a text had come through, sorry, but we can't have a meeting and all that sort of thing. It just was a lost year for all of us. But hopefully the incoming recipient will enjoy a better year and get to experience all that I wasn't able to. Finally, congratulations to the well-deserved award winners for 2021. I thank you all. Thank you.
Well done, Terry. And Terry's going to remain with us to assist in the presentation to this year's Citizen of the Year award. And I now invite the Mayor to announce the winner.
Okay, it gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of the Australia Day Latrobe City 2021 Citizen of the Year award, and it goes to Rick Teixeira.
Rick Teixeira is the President of the Ballara Folk Festival Committee and leads his team with courtesy, respect and professionalism. Even during the Yanar South bushfire of 2019, he was calm, resourceful and led the committee with an understanding way and with a focus on safety. He contributes hundreds of hours to the preparation of the Ballara Folk Festival. Rick was also instrumental in organising and conducting the 10-year anniversary event of the Black Saturday and Delburn fires, despite losing his own family property in the 2009 fires. He supports many locals who've lost their homes to fire, including people affected by the 2019 Yanar fires. His wealth of knowledge and experience has come from tragic events, but he willingly assists all people where he can. Congratulations, Rick. Please say a few words.
Hello. Thank you, Mayor Gibson, Darren Chester, Melina Bath, and what's your name? Russell Mills. It's wonderful. Yeah, no, I got Melina in, of course. Thank you very much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I can't believe Terry Hunter's here. Terry, you would not probably know me at all, but you were my childhood hero, playing for Traralgon Football Club and ex-Students Cricket Club and many other sports that you've done over the past. So thank you for your kind words as well. So yeah, I can't believe he's here. Unreal. I feel so humbled to receive this award, especially when I see the calibre of other nominees. To my fellow nominees, thank you for the work that you do and for caring about your community. I'm honoured to be in such fine company. I'd also like to thank the Latrobe City councillors and staff who've been so supportive and generous with their time for over the past 19 years. You've helped to make the Ballara Folk Festival so successful. A huge thank you to my co-founder and festival president for 14 years, Mr. Ray Stewart, and to Wendy Stewart. This festival would never happen without their incredible amount of work that they have done. I'd also like to thank the dedicated Ballara Folk Festival Committee who work so hard to run this community event every year. We cannot forget the hundreds of musicians, community groups, stallholders and dedicated volunteers who've been instrumental in ensuring the success of our festival. The fact that we have such a depth of musical talent in the Latrobe Valley is also something we should be very proud of. The Ballara Folk Festival is a pleasure to present, with over 8,000 people attending this great event every year, and also the revenue from this helps to sustain many community groups. We've had some tough times running the festival with bushfires, intense rain and heat waves causing concern, but somehow we seem to get on with the job to make each festival a success. The Delburn Fires anniversary was quite challenging to put on, considering that even after 10 years, there are many people in our community who are still feeling the impact of the bushfires in 2009. The anniversary event turned out to be a great evening with a huge turnout from our community as well as our response and recovery agencies. It was an event that we were able to reflect, share stories and to honour the resilience of our small community. The community of Ballara has gone through some tough times over the past years, but we've always been able to rise to the challenge and help each other out in difficult times. This is what makes our community so unique. COVID-19 has changed our approach to running the festival for 2021. Before I do that, I've just missed a paragraph. And this is, I might get in trouble with this one. Being involved in community groups does take up a lot of time and it can impact family life. A big thank you to my wife, Regina, and to my children and grandchildren. They have provided me the confidence to be involved in community work, and I could not do this without your support. As I said before, COVID-19 has changed our approach to running the festival in 2021. We have not cancelled or postponed the festival, but we will be running a virtual festival on the 27th, 28th of February. Our event will go out to the world and promote our community, music and the Latrobe City. We've had to make this decision many months ago during more uncertain times, but decided to err on the side of caution. We were not prepared to put our community at risk. So, I hope you get the chance to see the festival in 2021. It's virtual, it's international, it's in Ballara, and it's free. Thank you very much.
Well done, Rick. Congratulations again, matey. Well done. And also, Terry, thank you so much for your assistance here today. And we'd like you to accept a small gift from the Mayor to recognise your year as Citizen of the Year. Well done, both of you. Darren Howe, thank you so much for your assistance on the stage today with our presentations. We don't have a small gift for you. We're just about at the end of proceedings. Of course, I'd like to thank the Mayor for the marvellous job that she's done in guiding us through today's awards and invite her to say a few final words.
Thank you, but before I do that,
Thank you very much.
now,
Thank you.
I think you'll join with me in saying that Barry does an excellent job time and time again, although it's nothing like the year that we surprised him when he got Citizen of the Year. That was really good. But he does a great job. I thank you all for coming today and being part of our celebration today. But to the volunteers and all those who allow them to do the job, I say thank you from the bottom of our heart, because you are what makes our community what it is. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. And may I just conclude with a few other acknowledgements. The CWA Morwell Evening Group to be thanked for not providing afternoon tea for us today, unfortunately. It's an afternoon tea that is second to none around the country, but of course due to COVID restrictions that was not possible. However, they've provided a selection of Australia Day cookies in lieu of that normal afternoon tea. So please, if you haven't yet, help yourself, grab one of those cookies on your way out. A big thank you to all the community volunteers who assisted with all of the celebrations and community breakfasts across our municipality. You do a marvellous job, and the reports coming back in today were about some spectacular celebrations. To the Latrobe City staff, and folks, you do not have any idea of the wonderful army of people who work behind the scenes to make a day like this happen, and there's so much that goes into it. The Council's mayoral and councillor support and event teams, and in particular I'd like to thank Wendy Rinnison and Gracie, who do a great job in making sure that I sound and look half decent when I get up here. Also a special mention to Brett Tippett and the technical team from Latrobe Performing Arts. Normally they only have to worry about sound, but today they've got the added adventure of transmitting this via the internet, and that's involved a lot of wonderful technology, and again hopefully making me look half decent. So thank you boys, a job well done to you. And also, could we also thank the Australia Day National Council providing us funding to broadcast the event today, and that was as part of the Australia Day COVID Safe grant.
Sorry, thank you. Can I also say thank you not just to my councillors for coming, but to our federal and state members from coming from far and wide to come with us. Thank you very much.
Well done. Well, that brings it to a close. Again, huge congratulations to all of our recipients today, whether it's a recognition award or you've won an award. It is a magnificent representation of the fabric of our community, and we're seeing but the tip of the iceberg. As we all know, for every one of those people, there are many dozens in the community who are doing great work that haven't been recognised today. So let's acknowledge them today. As you leave here today, we ask that you obviously consider social distancing, and in the true spirit of Australia Day, we came here together today to reflect, respect and celebrate. Happy Australia Day, folks.